Hey, good morning, everyone. What a most beautiful full moon out here tonight. So anyways, this is evidently, well, so long Libra season, and welcome to Scorpio season. But anyways, tonight is evidently, like, say, well, a Tuesday morning on October 23rd, 2018. So apparently I'm just currently looking outside tonight, and I'm actually noticing, like, say, well, some of these clouds have just suddenly just broken apart. And so, let's see, there are no stars out here, but all I can clearly see right now is, like, say, this full moon out here. And nothing but these clear night skies. You got these clouds, though. Some of them around here, they're just actually, like, say, well, just moving around slowly, though. So they're just going directly towards the left side direction. So anyways, let me try and zoom in for a moment. To be honest, however, the French fries and the chicken wings, man, they really taste delicious. So anyways, I'm just taking a break, of course, from live streaming on Mega Man X2. So I apologize, of course. Well, the streaming, however, got cut off due to an unknown error, thanks to the YouTube gaming app. Once again, that just caught me by surprise. But that's okay. That's all right. I just needed, like, say, just a break anyway. So I'll be back to, like, say, well, trying to resume where I left off. Oops, hold on. I'm trying to zoom in on this full moon here. Okay, let's see. Hold up. Hold up. Man, oh man. Okay, let me see. I'm making sure, well, the image, however, isn't being too blurry, because I'm just using, because I kind of, like, say, what, zoomed in using, like, say, what, 4 times 0, and so now just, like, say, well, zoomed out using 2 times 0.8 magnification now. Okay, so the clouds are just suddenly just breaking apart, so now I can clearly see this full moon out here. Oh, excuse me, I just burped. But man, oh man, what a beautiful night out here this is. Let me see. Well, speaking of some help, and speaking about some help, of course, as someone was asking me about, how to play games on the Nostalgia NES emulator. If we're talking about the light version, and if you're actually, like, say, well, if we're talking about the light version, for example, if you're playing, like, say, emulator games, like, such as Nostalgia NES, if we're talking about, like, say, what, a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, let's see. Well, the best way to do that is if you actually turn on the Bluetooth, if you actually have, like, say, well, on the tablet firsthand. That way it can fully recognize, like, say, well, the Bluetooth's license number on it. You have to turn, unless of course you have a tablet, you have to turn on, like, say, well, the Bluetooth first. And then on a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, unless of course we're talking about a mobile phone, you have to turn on the tablet. You have to turn on the tablet's Bluetooth on first, and then, well, the mobile phone's Bluetooth as well. If you're talking about, like, say, well, playing games, of course, such as, like, well, on a 2-player, that can only work, like, say, well, on mobile phones, be exact. The tablets, however, somewhat act like, say, well, more like a TV, though. So yeah, I just kind of, like, say, just received a YouTube notification, of course, from someone who was, like, say, who just asked me for my help about, how to, like, say, well, play 2 players, especially on a Nostalgia NES emulator. Lite version, a free version from Google Play Store. So like I said, I'm gonna do my best, like say helping this person out though. But let me see. But to be honest with you, I don't think that let me see. But on the real, I don't think that Xbox controllers, on the other hand, won't work. Let me see. But I don't think that Xbox control pads won't necessarily work on the Nostalgia NES emulator Lite, unless of course if we're talking like say, well, a mobile phone. Let me see. Only tablets and mobile phones can only work together in compatibility for that. So that basically works. Because because the truth is, I actually did test it out. Let me see. I actually have the Nostalgia NES emulator Pro version that I bought from Google Play Store, so that works. But like I said, I'm gonna see exactly what I can do. So I haven't forgotten. So. I was just reading up on a text, of course, just around this Tuesday morning, around tonight, so I'll do my very best. But anyways, okay, so let's see. But anyways, right now I'm just currently looking outside tonight. Okay, so let's see. The skies are currently clear. The clouds, of course, are basically long gone right about now, although I do see some. Oh, hold up, my mistake. At first I thought there weren't any stars, of course, tonight out here, but it turns out there really is. Let me see, all I can clearly just see are just two of them. See, is it? No, not two, I'd say three to be exact. They're actually on the left side direction to be more precise. Pac-Man and 2 players. Oh, okay, I see what this is about. Yeah, let me see, because, yeah, it's true. Let me see. Tablets and mobile phones, of course. Let me see. Well, let's see. To turn on, let me see. Well, if we're talking about, like, say, well, to turn on 2 players, let's see. For the Nostalgia NES emulator, for the Nostalgia NES emulator, let's see. There's only, like, say, what, 4 player modes, to be exact. So that can only work, like, say, on mobile phones. Mobile phones act like, say, they actually do act like, say, well, as in, well, online remote controls. So to be honest, I'm not so sure. So to be honest with you, I don't think that the Xbox controllers can actually work in compatibility for it, but I'm not so sure. So that won't work. Unless, of course, let me see. Mobile phones, however, do have a compatibility for it. So to do that, let's see. So in order to turn on 2 players, let's see. First things first. Unless, of course, you actually have a pro version, you have to, like, say, turn on the tablet's Bluetooth for that to work. In order for, like, say, well, the mobile phone to recognize, like, say, well, its Bluetooth license number for that. They have to work precisely in sync, though. Otherwise, let's say, well, 2 players won't work. man, oh man, just looking at, like I said, but my God, I mean, just looking at this full moon out here, it just kind of feels like, it's been like what? It's been like what? It feels like it's been like what? A long while since I last seen this moon out here. Last week it was like, say what, just a half moon. Oh yeah, that's right. Last week, let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. Last week, let me see. This was what? On a Saturday morning, I think. Excuse me, I just burped again. Because like I said, because last week it was like what? Last week I think it was what? A Saturday morning, and yeah, it was a half moon to be exact. Yeah, because I must admit, because it feels like it's been a long while though since I last spotted it. I mean, this moon out here, really. So anyways, yesterday I've just been busy, like say, just testing my skills. Just busy testing my own drawing skills, just doing some sketches. So I actually did, like say what? Let me see, because right now I'm just like what, been working on 3 of them. I'm almost done with both of them. Only 2 of them. And I'm also like say what, trying to finish up on the 3rd one, really. So I had to take a break on that just before I had to like say, well, got too busy, like say what, live streaming on Mega Man 7, Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, since I'm only just halfway there on that game. So like I said, but I will try and think of something. And I haven't forgotten about Crystalis on part 3 for the John NES emulator, including like say well Blaster Master in part 2. Man, tonight is such a most beautiful night, though. The weather the weather outside, of course, is like, say, just currently, like, say, well, how do you prefer you say, well, chilly, be more precise. Okay, so, alright, so let's see. Hold up, so let's see, there's not just 3, let me see. There's not just 3 stars out here. I can definitely count about I see 2 stars. There's 3 of them, so I'd say there's only about 5. Oh, now I see. There's 5 of them, to be exact. They're right, like I said, I can only count, like, say, with just... Okay, I see, like, say, what, 3 stars out here. And like I said, they're right on top of this huge tree, of course, on the left side direction, though. So all I'm just busy doing is just... So like I said, so all I'm just busy just doing is like say, well... Currently observing, like say, with this full moon out here, really. So let's see, so right now, even around this current Tuesday morning, let's see, there's 5 stars, you got a full moon here on the right side above these skies tonight, and plus there are no airplanes out here. I mean, flying around out here, though. Oh yeah, and plus yesterday, let's see, what was I about to say? And plus yesterday, I was actually like, let me see, and plus yesterday on a Monday morning, I was like say watching this movie Backdraft while I was downstairs, and suddenly I'm just like I'm looking outside, and then suddenly I'm noticing like say what? A Metastar ambulance that was just like say just rolling, it was just rolling, that just simply just arrived here. I mean, that just simply just arrived outside to this other next door neighbor's house. Two of these medics, two of these medic guys, these medic guys, of course, just brought in like say, well, this medic stretcher, of course. And then and then right after that and then give or take about a few minutes, I'd say this was about what. I think it was 11:04 or something like that. They just pretty much left, but they actually, like I said, but they really arrived around sometime at but like I said, but they really arrived since yesterday at 10:39 a.m. So I was just looking outside, just wondering exactly what was going on. Though that was all. So let me see. Let me zoom on out for a moment. Okay. Man, this, like I said, this full moon, even from a distance, looks so small and tiny though out here, huh? All right, so there it is, right above these skies. But man, oh man, even on Mega Man 7, Dr. Wily and his Wily capsule, on the other hand, however, is like, man, that's one heck of a challenge, though, during that final battle. That final boss battle on Mega Man 7. It's a good thing the Wild Coil came in handy. That works much better than the Freeze Cracker. Okay, so let's see. So I'm looking outside, and I am noticing, like, say, well, more cloud. So I am recognizing, so right now I'm looking outside, and plus I am noticing, like, say, well, clouds are basically, like, say, well, rolling by. Pretty soon they'll be able, like, say, what, cover up this full moon, though. So it's a good thing I managed to catch up to this just in the nick of time, really. Yeah, like I said, the weather out here is basically... Yeah, the weather out here is like, say, just cold, though. But other than that, everything is like, say, well, peace and quiet out here. Okay, well, let me go ahead and just zoom right in. All right, there it is. Oh, let me check it. Let me check something out here. See, I can't really... Well, let me see. To be honest, I can't really see the clouds out here, though. Not on my phone's camera, but But I can, like I said, but I can truly see them with my own two naked eyes. They're really out there. And pretty soon they're gonna like say what, cover up this full moon, of course, even out here. It's a good thing, however, it's a good thing the weather, of course, wasn't exactly like say, well, raining though, and it wasn't like say, heavy winds like it used to. I think ever since last week though, last week though. I say this was since last week on Saturday, and what was this, Sunday, I think? Yeah, Saturday it was, but oh, never mind. Okay, so I'm actually noticing these clouds are currently moving. But I don't think this full moon out here is basically moving, period. The clouds themselves are. So I'm actually, so let's see. So right now I'm actually noticing like, say what, half of a huge cloud outside, especially on the right side direction. Oh, my bad. Let me focus on this full moon out here. Okay, there's the clouds here. Now I finally see them. Alright, let me hold still, though. There they are. I see them. So let's see. Speaking about the Daemon PS2, oh my bad. Well, speaking about the Daemon PS2 Pro emulator for starters, let's see. Well, speaking about the upcoming version of the 1.3 and one that's going to be updated, like say, well, next month in November. I'd say possibly starting around like say, well, since early in November. And as for the 1.4 version, on the other hand, that's going to be like, say, well, appearing, which will be updated before Christmas, around this year. Well, let me see. To be honest with you, the developers were actually like, say, well, had just made this announcement on Google Play Store on their Daemon PS2 Pro emulator, PlayStation 2. Well, speaking about like, say, well, updating and fixing the bug textures, on the other hand. Well, let me see. Well, the only way, the PS2 games for the Daemon PS2 Pro can really work, much more smoothly and regularly. I'm not so sure, of course, that the version 1.3 or the version 1.4 is going to be enough. There might, like I said, there will be, like, say, well, some improvements. This is just my, like I said, but this is just, my own way of thinking. My own way of thinking, of course, what I'm just like, say, just trying to being honest about. But the only way the PS2 games for the Daemon PS2 Pro can only work much more smoothly is if they were like, say, well, let me see, as if they can try, like, say, well, work on some more updates for it. So I'd say I'd say it will continue to they will continue to try and like say work on some updates for next year in 2019, really, in order for that to work. But I think I'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, like I said, the clouds are basically just rolling by out here. There they are. So let's see. Let me zoom on out and see what this is about. Okay, so I can only see the clouds here. I can only see some of them from this area. There they are, right there. And here they are, and here is the full moon above these skies tonight. So let me see. Man, there's so many clouds out here, though, isn't it? Unbelievable. The clouds out here, especially around these night skies, however, they kind of like say, well, they kind of look like mountains, though, don't they? I'm talking about, like, say, the ones above here in these skies tonight. What was that, though? No, it was nothing. Man, I'm telling you, this is one heck of a beautiful night out here. Oh, hold up. Alright, let me just try and hold still. Man, there's so many clouds out here, though. No joke. I mean, just look at them. Yeah, because like I said, let me see, because right now, like I said, these clouds out here, they're gonna like say what pretty much like say will cover up this full moon though, especially around tonight. So I think, like I said, so I'm not so sure. There might be a so I say there will be like say, well, there might be a possibility, these clouds will break apart and the skies, of course, will be clearer though. But I'd say, well, it's gonna be like, but I say tonight will be partly cloudy. One to which I'm just currently looking at. Alright, but in the meantime, I love y'all. Y'all be good. Take care. Stay tuned, and I will be back, everyone. Oh, yeah.